From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New Orleans Saints. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. Get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Opposite, green. 10 cycles, down. 33, yellow, ready.
They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready. 52-45, White.
From the gun, here's Rattler. A short throw there, pulled in by all. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Saints are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
He was about the proverbial deer in the headlights. That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Rattler working out of the gun. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down. 3rd down and 1.
Set. 50, green. Set.
From the shotgun, Rattler. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's Rattler. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Trying to get that one to Chris Olave. But it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass. Because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap. Because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
There's Chris Olave. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Come on, set. 10 black. Set, cut.
Throwing once more. Here's Rattler. To Allen on the dump off. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 23. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, set. Check White. Hut.
On the ground, it's the rookie running back out of Miami. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Gutierrez. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
They run for the first time with James Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. You can look at the Saints defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Allen now looks to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
Now the first carry here for their running back. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm not such a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
33, yellow. Set.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10.
Yellow. Set.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now a second and 10.
45, White.
To the air is Rattler. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. 22 yards there, a first down.
On the double.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue, 32. Hut, hut.
Rattler wants to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Banks. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
And a yard.
Set, hut. Black, hut.
They'll run with Allen. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ready.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Now Rattler. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
9-yard line.
9-yard line, second and 6.
Ready. Ready. Ready.
Now Allen. And he'll be brought down right at the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
Let's go now. Ready. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints are able to add on to that lead.
Makes the score
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
set to kick off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in a yard.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Allen going to throw. Right back to Cook for another completion. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, the offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
21, Bills 3. Matthew Wright set
The ball
to kick
upright
off.
on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? Counting down toward halftime on EA Sports. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Black, 95. 43 rounds.
Throwing is Rattler. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
That's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Forget the run on third and one. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
First down.
Come on,
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Ready?
Rattler going to look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up third and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
10 black. Set, cut.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 red. Ready?
They'll throw now on the final play. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
The score, Saints 24, Bills 3. Matthew Wright set to kick off.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
46-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Derek Hall in there that time to get into the turf.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air. Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Here we go. Set.
They start the drive with a give to Allen. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Set. Go.
They stay on the ground with Allen. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Opposite. 3. Ready. 45. Hut.
Here's Allen. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big run there, 29 yards in the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Down. Hut.
Now a toss play. Allen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Yep. Ready.
Looking to throw. Allen's got it over the middle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Come on. Set. 6. Ready.
They'll look to throw for it with Rattler. Hard throw, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions, that's difficult.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Bills first down.
Now Allen. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 17 more on that one and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch. catch.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Cook, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. To throw, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bills take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Set, ready, fight, 90, ready, 38. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle.
4-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Yellow, hut.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Banks. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the 2 of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
From the shotgun, Rattler. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. 23 yards to pick up there.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing now is Allen. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Now Allen again.
First down, Bills.
Swinging this side wide here for Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Here's Allen. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Now Allen. He finds his man complete. That's Daniels. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Jerry Jeudy from 8 yards out. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Saints 27, Bills 16.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming. And I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
On the double.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Yellow, 22. Hut, hut.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Well, he's not going to get there. That wasn't going to be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
1st down, Buffalo.
Hey, hold. Look out.
Allen. This will be caught. Judy. And he's got this down to the 35.
17 more yards. That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards. 1st down.
Another Bills 1st down. A gain of 21 yards.
Allen going to change this at the
1st down,
line.
Bills.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Allen going to run with it. And he slides to a halt inside the 10. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st and
Now they'll audible to something else.
What's that?
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd down, goal to go.
brings up 2nd and goal.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. And now they'll throw with Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
A gain of 1 yard on the play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown.
Alert!
Throwing, Allen. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for two.
Here's Allen.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
24.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
On the ready.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Black, ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
You're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks to the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in a UFO. Like my shoes with a Christmas wreath.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Black 40. Set.
Rattler wants to throw it.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete.
And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him.
Set. 52 blue. Ready.
And they will take a knee here.
Set. 10 black. Set.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Let's go now. 60 red. 60 red. Hut, hut.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
Well, Charles, I know you have a lot of questions. So do I about the decision there at the end. They had the potential game-tying field goal. Yes, it would have been a long field goal, but they passed it up, and they lose the game.
And you're right, partner. We all have questions, but I don't think anyone's going to ask the question more forcefully than the person who signs the checks for the entire organization. Why didn't you run the field goal kicker out there? You had a chance to tie the game. Looked like a makeable kick. Was the kicker hurt? Did you just not like the field conditions? This head coach is going to have a heck of an explanation.
So for the Saints, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.